Hey everyone, I thought I'd start by showing you what I've built. I built this lean-to. I couldn't really find a lot of information on just a small lean-to. Everything was like twice the size. This one here is on a concrete pad of 10 by 8, 10 by 9, something like that. All the wood used is pressure treated 4x4s or 2x6s by 8s and 10 foot long. So the roof was a little bit of a hassle. It wasn't hard to install, it was hard to find. Everywhere I went, they wanted to either charge you too much money, they didn't have the right colour, or the delivery was just ridiculous. I bought these panels from Lowe's. These are the silver panels, I don't know if you can see that. And I've spray painted them all to my own custom colour. Of course, you can't buy the screws for them at that colour. So what I've done is I've bought a box of these and I'm going to paint the heads. I haven't got a can of spray primer, so I'm just going to hit it with my HVLP gun. Put one coat of Zinsser, and I know people are saying don't use Zinsser or it's not meant for galvanised, but on the side of my can it says it is, so that's what I'm using. Zinsser 123. I know I said I was going to use a HVLP gun, but it actually was a lot quicker and less clean up just to brush it on, and that's what I did. So the screws have been painted. I've used Valspar Storm Coat. It's semi-gloss, and I hit that with a HVLP gun about 3 times, so it's exactly the same colour as the panels. I put the panels on the roof because I like to dry fit it first, and what that basically means is I want to see how it looks before I do anything else to it. So that's what I've done. I've noticed that the shed was never fully square, and I knew that the roof would be out slightly. So what I've done is I've put another line across the front of the roof and put a line across there, so all the panels on the front of the roof will be perfect. The only place it's going to be out, and it's very slight, is on the sides. What I'm doing is I put a nail with my chalk line attached to it in the centre of the purlin. I'm going to take it to the other side and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to find the centre of that purlin and then bang a chalk line. I do that for all the purlins, and that will give me the centre to pre-drill all my holes for the screws. I've got it resting now on a couple of pieces of 4x2, and I'm going to pre-drill the holes where I've marked with the chalk line, but I'm not doing it on the high parts, I'm doing it on the low parts. And I'm going to put 1 in every section, but 2 on the parts where they join. I'm going to do this now for all the roof panels. All the panels have been pre-drilled now. I put the panels back up onto the roof exactly the way that I want them to be installed. What I've done, and I know you can't see it, is I've started on the left-hand side panel and I've put a line down there. So now I know with that line down that the rest of the panels will just fall into place. Nothing will move. They will all just follow suit with that first panel. So all I've done now is just screw every single panel down. I'm using my Ryobi drill because the Milwaukee was just too powerful. No matter what setting I put it on, the screws were just sinking in too deep. With the Ryobi, I've got it set, I think it was 1 and 4, and they just sort of sat in snugly. If you sink them in too deep, then they're just going to spread out and they're just going to disintegrate. If you put them in too loose, then the rain's going to come through. So there is a sweet spot. So that's another project complete. I'm actually happy the way it's turned out. It's not difficult, it's just making sure everything's square, and it's time consuming on your own. It's the hardest part was where I destroyed my concrete, and you can see that in another video, but I think I've done a good job of getting away with that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.